A lot of hard play on the ice, and I think that whichever team can stay out of the penalty box, out of trouble, should be able to come up with the victory here today. Well, Neuqua Valley only has one loss on the season, and that loss came to Waubonsie. Charles Collins, who's the starter today, started in that game, and he stopped 22 of 23 shots in a 5-1 victory. As Waubonsie's record is 17-6, and Jake, there's major playoff implications here in the ISHL West Division. Certainly don't need that much motivation. You're playing against your rival. These two teams should be ready to play. So it is Brandon Boys minding the net for the Neuqua Valley Wildcats against Charles Collins for the Warriors. And just about set here for puck drop. And we're underway. Face-off won by the Wildcats. Here comes Martin across the blue line. Driving in, already behind net. Martin speeds to the other side. And that pass was deflected out by Cade Kenyon as Martin was looking over to Merriman. Yeah, Neuqua Valley coming out quick here. Saw the speed by Martin going around the net. Neuqua takes it. It's Factor with it. Factor dumps it behind net. It's Ben Granado back over to Factor. Factor from the side with a shot in. It deflected out. Hit a couple skates. Winds back into the hands of Martin. Granado has it against the boards. Poked away. They're fighting for the puck. Martin dumps it back into Granado. Granado back over to Factor. Factor across the center. Martin couldn't get it. Granado gets it back and just loops it behind the net. Over to Merriman on the other side of the boards. Here come the Warriors. He has a man. It's Pierce on the breakaway. Going in, and a pad save made by Boys. What a save that was. Yeah, nice pass there against the boards. Pierce did a nice job making room for himself at a very nice opportunity, but a nice save right there. So the defender closed the space on Zach Pierce, who had a goal last night against Hinsdale Central. He scored twice on the December 10th meeting versus Neuqua. It's Stanley to take the face-off. He loses it. It's won by the Wildcats. And out they come across the neutral zone. It's Hertogs. Couldn't find a handle on it. Lines up on the inboards. Hertogs has it. Shot thrown at the net, and Charles Collins makes the save. Yeah, that puck looked like it knuckled a little bit on Collins, but Collins did a nice job corralling it. Gary Stanley against Ryan Rutherford on the face-off. Prizer able to poke it back in to the offensive zone. Stanley against the boards. It's now Malone with it for the Wildcats. Dumped back in behind Neuqua's net. It's Prizer. Still fighting for it. It's Rutherford, Ryan Rutherford, who comes away with it. Around the boards to Hemingway. Ends up in front. Malone with it. While they're trying to poke at it, but here comes Hemingway. Hemingway just dumps it back in to the offensive zone once he got it to center ice. Capadona has it. Deflected on up to Gualiardo. Turnover there. Kelly gets it, dumps it back in. Cerna has it into the corner, now behind net. It's Kelly with it. Centering pass, couldn't find anybody. And there's another turnover as Williams is able to come away with it. It's a shot on goal, so no icing. Charlie Rutherford with it.
It seems like Nikwa's had the puck a lot here early. Nice job with the puck possession.
Cade Kenyon passes it over to Pierce. Pierce, a little backhander and a glove save made by Boys.
Yeah, both teams getting a few chances here early.
Wick and Pierce fighting against the boards for the possession of the puck. Nikwa comes away with it. It's Reed Martin. Martin has it with speed in the neutral zone, only to give it away. Chipped in by Williams along the boards. Granato had it for a second but lost it. Finds Jeff Wick. Wick got it to Granato. Granato, little pass over to Martin. Finds Martin again. Martin across the blue line and into the offensive zone. Here's Martin behind the net. Not a lot of quality shots on goal so far yet. Warriors make a change. Williams poked it in. Here's Wick with it. A long pass. It's going to find Factor. Factor defended nicely. Just threw it across the center, but Zach Lyons with the good defense.
That's some good defense there by Lyons. Looked like Nikwa had a nice play developing, but closed that gap pretty quickly.
Wick gives it over to Merriman. Merriman up to Rutherford. Stobart loops it around the boards, trying to get it off out of the defensive zone. It's Fort with it. Finds Pavelsak. Pavelsak up over to Nafziger. Nafziger moving in, and it's a nice play by Merriman to poke it away. Stobart with a little bit of a wrist shot, and that found Wilder in front, but he couldn't connect with the puck. Fast the other way, it's Merriman. Merriman just loops it on in. A lot of back and forth action. Wilder with a hit on Hemingway, and it looks like the official had his arms up, or arm up, rather.
Yeah, Nikwa's going to go to the power play, Ryan.
So it's Colin Wilder who commits the first penalty of the game, and Nikwa heads to the power play. Rutherford won the faceoff, gave it to Martin. Martin skates in. Nice little dangle. And then a good poke by Capitona. Over to Rutherford. Centering pass, couldn't find him. Martin gets a wrister thrown on net. And cleared out by the Warriors.
Warriors doing a nice job here near the boards.
It's Ryan Rutherford with it. Factor chases it down but couldn't get there. Wildcats forced to regroup. Granato past the neutral zone. Over to Martin. Martin just chips it in around the boards at the blue line. Finds Factor. Factor tried to pass that no-look between his legs, and Cade Kenyon got in there and was able to clear it out. Line change for both teams. Merriman over to Cerna. Back over to Merriman. Merriman waits and then gives it to Hertogs. Hertogs finds Wick. Into the offensive zone they go, up the left wing. That one's poked away.